And the clerk will note that all are present. And we will look first on the agenda for approval of the minutes from August 12th, 2025. I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
And a second. Any further discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Seeing none, the minutes are adopted. I have no chair's remarks for you. Next, we'll consider Resolution 2025-4, adoption of the final tax levy and final operating budget for program year 2026. First, we'll go to D and just get a quick explanation on what the budget and levy is. We know the levy is zero. And there's a question as to what the use of reserves are for. D.
Thank you. D. Goodman, Executive Director of County Regional Rail. So this year reflects almost exactly what we did last year, which is 1.815680. So we're a little bit, I think, off by a few thousands difference. And really what that payment is that is our debt service payment. We have been paying that for quite a few years, and actually we are coming up to the end of it, which will be February of 2027. That will be our last payment. After that, we will have about 4.8 million left in our reserve account in Regional Rail. And what that can be used for is very prescriptive. It can be used for public safety, not really roads, but trails, overpasses, bridges that help the safety for rail transportation, basically. I did reach out to Joe McPherson, Department Director of Transportation, and we are talking through what's in our 5-year plan because it needs to be in our transportation 5-year plan, projected projects that it could be used for. And so we're looking at that to see how we can maybe tie in maybe some pedestrian overpasses, maybe in Coon Rapids or some other areas where we could tie up that kind of last mile. I do think it'd be nice if we took a step back, and now that we're going back to bus transportation from some of the rails, making sure that we have trails, paths, guideways in order for people to get to the bus, and making sure that they're not walking on the side of the road or not doing something like that. So kind of that last mile to make sure that they can get to a safe space for the bus. But we do have some time, just because the last payment is 2027. I would caution us about zeroing out that account before the last levy payment does come. But otherwise, we are looking in good shape, and it is a change to the future.
Commissioner Reiner.
So it was described as final payment, so we have one more after this.
Yes. Yep,
And
2027.
And then, so after this payment, we have 4.8, so we're gonna end up with 3?
Nope, we'll have 4.8 after the payment is done.
Okay, so we have 5.6 now.
Yes, but there's interest as we go along, but yes.
And so you said it's very prescriptive of what it can be used for, but also, if we did like you said, a transportation project or some other project where we can use it, then we can lower the budget somewhere else too. We don't have to just spend it, right?
Correct. We can do that. A lot of the projects, we used to get funding from the transportation tax that kind of filled our coffers. So it's kind of giving back to the highway department and using on that. But I think we can easily find a project to use this money on for good.
Well, there's lots of projects.
Yeah.
But this money is specific to railroad.
Right.
So it has to be used on a railroad project, whether it's an overpass, a safety project related to railroad, roads over the railroad.
Right, but if it was something that we were gonna do anyway,
Correct.
we could save those dollars, pay for it this way.
Yeah. If I can, as an example, when I was talking to Joe actually last night, we had some time. And one of the items that they're looking at is Coon Rapids is requesting a pedestrian overpass over by the Crooked Lake Library on Coon Rapids or Crooked Lake Boulevard. Because there's a lot of people who are crossing over there to get up to the train station or now it's the bus station. So that would be a place that there's not an up and over built for the road, but it'd be a way of getting pedestrians over. that kind of has a double for us gain in that it does go to the library, and that is a very well-used library. So that would help with, you know, kids coming from the high school, coming from that pool area, getting there. So that's just one of the ideas that we're looking at, but nothing's really firm yet.
Okay, thank you.
Very good. And when Dee refers to this payment that we're making, that is for the capital for North Star. That's defeasing the payments for the train. So we're still paying for the train that's not going to be running, and we will for another year. So it's the proverbial paying for the dead horse. But it's what we do. So do I have an offer of the resolution to adopt the final tax levy and final operating budget for program year 2026?
So moved.
I have an adoption. I have an offer of the resolution. And we will do this as a roll call vote.
Commissioner Brassad?
Aye.
Commissioner Reiner?
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache?
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte?
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson?
Aye.
Commissioner Meissner?
Aye.
Commissioner Henry?
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. Is there anything else anyone wants to talk to about the Railroad Authority? Seeing none, we are adjourned. Thank you, Dee.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody else.
We will have the HRA in 7:2, I believe, and we'll be there by
7-2, it says.
we'll be there by 11.